Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and our home team. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline.
We go! 50, plant!
Man, I got you! Man, I got you!
Pilot, 64, Lead River!
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Hey, Haywood!
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke, and that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Locke throwing on target to Fant. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And an alley to run. 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 13.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Henry, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Henry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Fight.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check 52. Check.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Bravo. Hey, lock it. Get it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a carry from Lindsey. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Las Vegas.
Ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down. Eyes on 10. Eyes on 10.
Watch General West. Let go.
On 1st down, Locke. Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down now, it's Lindsey, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
87 is mine. I got 87. You got nothing to work. You got nothing.
Go!
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Check. Lucky, hit it.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ready,
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Ready.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6. 55.
Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jordan. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 49-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 1st NFL reception goes for 6. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. After one, a 14-3 ball game. From the 27, Locke. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start here with Jackson. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Right there, 56.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Shit.
Smooth. Squeeze.
Check your hot read.
Blue draw quarters. Look at me. Door.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
He'll drop to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At the 40-yard line.
Set, ready? 10-2 start.
Two times. 4 down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Let's get it.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Tight right.
Ready?
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. Well, now Lindsey lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Okay, ready?
Mike, he's coming. Check in. Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
Five.
They'll try to draw Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the Chargers' 27-yard line.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Let's go. 28. Get it.
Now to the air, block. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, you got four down. Check three.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. McManus's point after is good, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
All right, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Ready? 30 base.
Go out. Come on.
Hey, Delta.
56. Mike's 56.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Hey, alert three, alert three.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Ready?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, high 7.
56. Mike's 56.
Yes. Yo, 5.
They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jordan. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this 1st down. He's got his guys a 1st down here.
Mike 56, Mike 56. You must be dreaming.
Get it.
They'll set up to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd.
Alpha.
Mike 56. Mike
Yep.
56. Go. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Crunch time, defense.
5.
Mike 56, Mike 56. In your face.
He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
He's tired of you. He's tired of us.
Hey, Haywood.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
I'm on.
Mike's
Fair.
Mike's 56.
Yo, now.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Here's Badgley now for the Charger field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a well-paced drive. They were able to calmly take it down the field, and then they finished the half with 3 points.
Yeah, and that's what's commonly known as playing the 2-for-1 game, right? Being able to get the points at the end of the half, knowing you're getting the ball to start the 2nd half, gives you a chance to go out and double what you got done in the 1st half.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum.
This is caught inside the 15. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Go on.
On second down, it's Jackson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Hey, Foxtrot.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
On play action, they'll throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Hey, team 6. Ready.
2nd and 9 now. Throw left side complete. That's Jordan. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Back to throw. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Quick the edge. Come. Check.
Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Andy Janovich, his first touchdown of the new season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
And it's 3rd down.
Set 90 Wolf.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
A gain of 9 yards. And that Broncos first down.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Here's Locke to throw, and that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Look at me. Zipper. Is that yours? Who's that? Get it.
They run it with Janovich, the fullback. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Get it, baby. Boom.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Leo.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Open man, it's Allen. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Look, squeeze.
Back to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Tighten up. 49, check 49, check 49.
56.
Hey, zoom.
Check 56. Ready?
Check 43.
Check. Recon, 132 fighter.
Check 30.
Snap.
On the carry, it's Jackson. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Hey, echo.
All day, every day, any day. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. I know he ain't got it. Bang, 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 bang.
Let go.
They'll drop the throw. He dumps this one off to Jackson, the running back. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Watch out for Hill on the return. Call that a 48-yard punt, and made even better by a loss on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Got it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The pass there complete to Sutton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Lock now, 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Locke. Eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Locke going to throw. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. On 1st down, Lindsey. Room here to run. Past the 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Phillip Lindsay with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check 9, check 9. Check 9.
Hey, high 7. Pilot, 64, weak. Under T.
Now it's Jackson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Hey, further.
Now back to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Set, 30 base.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsay. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They'll go again with Lindsay. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. From 17 yards out, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. We saw a number of good games earlier today, and this one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
2nd and 1. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 24. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On 2nd down, here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Boy, Charles, what a critical call in a tie game late.
You want to have the tight coverage? You don't want to cause the penalty. Pass interference in this case. Remember, it's a yardage foul in the NFL, a spot foul where it occurs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
White 44. Hey, Haywood.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming, check in. Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep, tighten up. Mike 28, out of here. Sponge, no. Get up.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He's got a man, it's Sutton, that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On first down, it's Freeman. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Freeman. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. McManus now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard.